Have you ever heard of a house where mirrors are deliberately never kept? A house where everything seems normal, yet there are invisible rules that must be followed. And the moment those rules are broken, strange and terrifying events begin. Today, I will share with you a mysterious and frightening true story. The story of a house where for years and years, no one has ever used a mirror. And behind this strange restriction lies a dark and unknown secret. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to the Secret Voice channel. I hope you are all doing well. This incident happened a few years ago. At that time, due to work, I was staying for a few days in a remote border area of Feni. Through a known elder brother, I was arranged to stay in a large house. The house was quite big, surrounded by dense trees and located in a somewhat isolated environment. From the very first day I entered that house, I felt something strange. Everything inside the house seemed normal, but one thing caught my attention. There was not a single mirror anywhere in the house. A large house, so many rooms, yet not even one mirror, not even in the bathroom. It felt very unusual to me. I asked the owner about it, but he avoided the topic and simply said, "This is a family rule." His answer only increased my suspicion, but since I was new there, I didn't push the matter further. That night, after dinner, I went to my room to sleep. Everything felt normal. But around 2 in the night, I suddenly woke up. It felt like someone was slowly walking outside my room. I stayed still for a moment, listening. Then, I gathered some courage and opened the door to look outside. But there was no one there. Only silence everywhere and the faint sound of the wind. I thought maybe I was mistaken. Then, I closed the door and tried to sleep again. The next morning, while walking in the yard, I noticed something strange. In one corner of the yard, there was a small clay pot filled with rose water. It felt even more mysterious to me, because in such an isolated house, keeping rose water like that was very unusual. That night, the same thing happened again. As the night grew deeper, I once again heard someone walking past my room. This time, I didn't wait. I opened the door and looked a little farther. And then, I saw it. Near the yard, a strange shadow figure was standing. I froze in fear. My body felt completely stiff. The shadow stood there for a few moments, and then, right in front of my eyes, it slowly disappeared. I was so terrified that I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. The next morning, I spoke to an elderly worker of the house. At first, he didn't want to say anything. He kept avoiding the topic. But after I insisted many times, he finally revealed a horrifying truth. He said, "Many years ago, one after another, several people died unnatural deaths in this house. Since then, strange events have been happening here." I stared at him in shock. Then he added, "That is why mirrors are completely forbidden in this house, because in mirrors, people can see things that they cannot bear to see." Hearing this, a chill ran through my body. It felt as if an unknown secret was hidden within the walls of that house. That very night, I made a decision that I would not stay in that house, even for a single moment longer. The next morning, I left the house immediately and moved somewhere else. Even today, whenever I remember that house, my body trembles. I have stayed in many places, seen many strange things, but never again have I experienced something this mysterious. This was a true and terrifying incident from my life. The story of a mirrorless haunted house. Now I have a question for you. If you were in my place, would you dare to stay in that house for one more night? Let me know your answer in the comments. And if you know of any mysterious or real-life scary incidents, or if something like this has happened around you, feel free to share your story with us at SecretVoiceInfo@gmail.com. Your story might be featured in our next video. If you want to hear more mysterious and terrifying true stories, stay connected to the channel. Like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. We will return soon with another frightening story. Until then, stay safe.